This is Tammy's house.
Who all lives here?
She lives here with her 6 children, and then Brad moved in with Jordan when they got married 2+ years ago. She's pregnant with their 7th. So over to the left, we have the 16-year-old's bedroom.
Okay. It looks like we're under construction here.
It's just an older house. In here, this is the actual room that Jordan shared with his stepbrother.
So the 2 boys slept in here.
Right. This is them. And if you ask the 5-year-old sister, she says the same thing. This is where he slept.
Has this room been painted since the allegations have been made? Because it's still masked off.
Not.
And if 2 little boys lived in here, it looks awfully pristine if 2 little boys lived in here.
If it has not. I don't know anything about it. And then the last room we have is the girls' rooms.
So how many in here?
2. They're out of room up here. That's why Tammy sleeps downstairs.
Gotcha. Well, shall we
Head downstairs?
go downstairs?
Sure. This is the closet.
Okay.
Now what's interesting about it is if you open it, and I'm probably gonna, it's actually off the hinge. And you may have to do it.
All right, let me see.
But it's off this hinge, and it's been that way for quite a while. It comes open.
Okay, got it. I got it.
And then if you go back here,
Let me help you with it. How long have these clothes been in
they
here?
stay here. But back here, if you move all of the stuff, which is why it's just ridiculous that the 16-year-old says that this is where he stayed, there's baby clothes and baby items.
All right, so this is the stairway because it's slanted there.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what, maybe 4 by
Right.
3?
What the 16-year-old was saying is that Jordan actually had to stay in that room.
Back in here.
Right. And as you can see, not possible. And these are all the 1-year-olds because this is where it's basically her closet. And I think you can see the plastic drawers where all of her stuff is.
So for her to get to her 1-year-old's stuff, she went under a solid row of clothes, got down on her knees, opened this, and got stuff up for a
When
1-year-old?
you have 6 kids, you do what you can. I can show you also, I mean, this is where some of her kids' shoes are. She keeps her shoes in the living room over there and her clothes in a closet upstairs.
So Tammy's position that this child was never kept in this closet?
Never kept in the closet.
Never punished by being put in this closet?
Never punished by being put in the
Was
closet.
never in here, never in this cubbyhole crawl space.
It didn't happen. Even the CPS reports say that when they saw Jordan in February, he had no marks, no bruises, nothing.
Okay, and then it was then that he left here?
Correct.
Brad took him and left back to Alabama?
Back to Alabama.
CPS came to this house on the 27th of March. Okay, so she saw Jordan on the 27th.
Correct.
Why didn't she report it?
She didn't see anything. He had a black hoodie on. She didn't see
She saw him
anything.
in this condition.
No.
She's saying that the way that he was dressed and wearing a black hoodie, and he's always been a very skinny kiddo, but certainly she said she didn't see him with his shirt off that day. The photograph that you have there, she said she saw for the first time this past Tuesday.
My question is, if she saw this child, and she didn't seem like this.
No, she saw him with blue jeans
She
and
saw
a
him
hoodie
with
with the hood on.
baggy
Right.
I dealt with a lot of anorexics. I
Right.
know you can hide with bulky clothes. And
Sure.
I have had discussions with Houston law enforcement, and this child was on death's door. This was a malnourished child
Absolutely.
that was on the brink of organ shutdown.
Absolutely.
And a mother of 6 kids, I don't see how you miss
Well,
that.
you just said that you've seen anorexics
I
and
have.
they know
I-
how to dress. If this dad was doing this to him, which we believe he was, don't you think he's going to dress him in a way that he can take him out in public and nobody's going to get suspicious? And here's what everybody needs to understand. The 2 people who are making these allegations are the 2 people that cannot stand Brad the most.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.